The rules. What's going on? You know, a while ago I made this video being Russian in America sucks, and I just want to make a couple words about it. And there are some people who said that I need to make a Jew video being Jew on the planet Earth sucks. Well, I don't agree with that statement, but there are certain cultural stereotypes about Jewish people which kind of suck. Like number one, that if you're a Jewish man, you need to marry a Jewish woman in order for your kids to be Jewish. Halacha, right? That's a big problem for Jewish people. Because that puts women, like if you're a woman, you can marry whoever you want, your kid's gonna be Jewish regardless. But if you're a man, you have to marry a Jewish woman. And that's discriminative against all males, and that's enslavement, right? I know 2500 years ago Ezra made that law, but we live in the 21st century and that law should be changed as soon as possible. Okay, that's one thing about Jewish thing. And also problem with Jewish people, like, you know, like for example my mom, right? She wants me to marry a Jewish woman. And she stated it a lot of times, and she wanted me to be closer to Jewish thing. And even though I'm 75% Jewish, and I'm Jewish halachically, and I look like a Jew, and I'm not gonna even deny it, because why should I? It's obvious. And if you know about it, that's all good, and I don't care. So yeah, my mom, she wants me to marry a Jewish woman, and I don't agree with that, because I can gonna marry whoever I want. In terms of like getting married and choosing woman for myself, I'm not looking for anything, I'm just looking for personality, I'm just looking for a woman who I'd be cool with, and I don't care whether she's Jewish or not. So, but being Jewish puts pressure on you in terms of like whom marry, whom to date. It kind of closes your world, it kind of enslaves you of who you are, you know. Because, let me tell you something about Jewish people. And I'm gonna switch the topic and then talk about religion a little bit. You know, Jewish people started like maybe 4,000 years ago, started with Abraham, Mesopotamian god. He's a biblical figure, I don't know if he's actually existed or not. I bet he did. But, you know, people just put a lot of things about him. And he just came to realization there is one God. He was the first person who basically probably invented monotheism. That's what I think, you know. Because I don't believe in the Bible, I don't believe in Old Testament, New Testament, whatever. That's probably what happened. So he got a bunch of followers. And these followers, they were from Middle East. And then all of this Middle Eastern nation who loved the idea about the Jewish God, they decided to call themselves Jews. They came to Canaan, they conquered it, and they made their own government, right? Their own country. Then Israel split up to Israel and Judea. Israel fought down under Assyrians, and that's it, disappeared. Judea started still living, you know, that people from Judea, for whatever reason, even though Judea got conquered by Greeks, by Persians, and by Greeks, and by Romans, it still survived, okay? But then what happened is Jewish people got to Europe, they lived everywhere, and they preserved themselves because of their religion. And I don't like religion, period, okay? I think that the world without religion would be a better place to be, but even though religion was false, it was complete fake, it was complete bullshit that helped Jewish people to survive in the hardship times of like for 2000 years till Israel started their existence in 1948. So religion did help Jewish people. But at the same token, I don't want to be religious, I don't want to do anything with religion, because I know it's fake, I know it's false. I believe the truth is agnosticism, that's what I found out for myself. But you know, I think that being Jewish it just has something to do with your mindset, whatever. And some people saying, "Well, I want to marry Jewish woman because of the culture." But about cultural Judaism, I mean, if talking about that, well, I have nothing against marrying Jewish woman, okay? It's okay. If that happens that way, if it meant to be fine. But I'm pretty sure that probably she's not going to be religious. Because I have a lot of friends, acquaintances, good people, and they happen to be Jewish. Even non-religious ones. There is something about Jewish people that pulls, I believe, Jewish people together. Even if they are quarter Jewish, half Jewish, whatever portion of Jewishness they have. There is something about, like, I mean, I have a lot of friends who are Jewish, okay? Pretty much people whom I hang out with, the people whom I consider normal, they are pretty much blacks and Jews, okay? Another thing I want to talk about is another guy, he said that forget about quarter Russian, you are Jewish, and if you're Jewish, you need to speak with a British accent. You can learn it. Well, here's the thing though. I mean, yes, Russian accent and English accent, they are closer, because I noticed that people like in South America, Northern America, they have like some kind of nasal quality of their voice. Because I even saw people from Venezuela, even though they have like R's close like Russian R's, they don't do like American R's, for example. But they have like nasal quality of their voice, like in North America too. So I think it has to do something with part of the world you live at. You have like certain quality of the voice, the way you speak, you know. And England, you know, English people, they don't speak like Americans, they don't have this nasal quality of their voice. In that respect, like for Russian, because Russian they're Europeans and they have like that European quality of their voices, it will be easier to imitate British accent than American accent. In fact, that my grandfather, he used to speak English with perfect British accent, and when I was in high school, in the school in Russia, I was learning British English, I was not learning American English. So, that says that, you know, for Russian it would be easy, but again, it has nothing to do with how smart you are, but it has to do something with your musical capabilities. Because I met one guy and he was Christian, okay, also from St. Petersburg, Russia, the same hometown as I came from. And he is Christian, okay, and he came to the US when he was 17 years old. And that age, for most people, it's hard to get rid of their accent. Because you know, once you pass like 8-10 years old, it's hard to get rid of your accent. And then the older you get, the harder it gets for you to like get rid of your accent. But that guy, he has like musical talent, okay? And he kind of hears it. And he got rid of an accent that he talks, and he talks like he was born in this country. That's why I'm saying that your accent has more to do not with how smart you are, but it has more to do with your musical talent, the ear for an accent, the ability to imitate sounds, you know. And if you don't have that ability, like I don't, you just will have a hard time getting rid of your accent. So all the people out there, I'm sorry I'm making YouTube videos, you hear my thick Russian accent. I'm sorry, I wish I could do anything about it, but there is nothing I can do about it. And the reason I'm saying I'm 75% of the Jewish is because I'm proud that I'm a little bit mixed. And it's good to be mixed, because if you're purely Jewish, your parents expect through peer pressure, etc, etc. If you're mixed, if you're already mixed, it can be your excuse, and you can be more diverse, and you know, you can say, hey, you know, I'm quarter Russian. Hey, I'm this, hey, I'm that. Yes, I'm Jewish, this, and this. And you know, you just can do whatever you want, because you're already mixed, you're already a man. You already have a mixture of different tribes and people and everything. So, that's all I'm gonna say. All the best to you guys. Later.